Alright, welcome back everyone. Here we are through step 3. Got a couple of platforms and a washed out kitty cat. Let's see, everything sticking good. I think all the little details really going to be coming together. Like I said last night, this is going to end up right here, and now I understand why they didn't combine it, because we're going to be adding a lot of features onto this one today. But in the meantime, if you're new here, first of all, welcome. This is what I do. I buy these kits and build them step by step, mostly in real time. So you get to see all my successes and all my failures, and how I hopefully fix the inevitable failures as they come up. Upload daily and just try and have a good time and enjoy ourselves. Not doing anything world changing here. We're just building silly little models and having some fun with it. If you've seen any kits that you want me to give a shot at, feel free to drop them in the comments. I'm always looking to add on to my list, and y'all seem to have pretty good taste, so I'm happy to keep going with that. But without any further ado, we're ready for step 4, so let's jump in and get going. So I got our post, and let's see, it doesn't say. Okay, it's colored on both sides, so it doesn't matter which one we use. Okay, we got this guy in the middle one there. I'm just going to do both sides at the same time, because I think it's easier to push. You can sandwich them together and get something to push against rather than just one side or the other. And let's see here. Don't know which one is. Okay. Okay, so one side gets 3s and one side gets 4s, so it looks like. Let me double check. Yeah, okay. So this side will be your 3 prongs. And this side is 4. Which way do they face? Okay, so they go. Those are off center too. Okay. Okay, so I think. Okay, yeah, I've done this one. Yeah. Backwards. That's. So I want off center the 2 sides to be on this side, and then on this side. So. They do say it sort of angles like that in the picture. And the same thing over here, yep. Now, this guy, and then it goes through our, down the middle, through both sides. There he goes, I think. Alright. All the way in, I guess. And then our base up here. We got a couple of prongs there, and that's some kind of electrical light pole situation thing. And bring out our cherry blossom. And you go on the diagonals right there. Facing, yeah, with these guys facing towards the cherry blossom. Alright. That's going to be our view we're going to have of it. Alright. And now we get more of a purple plant in our fuzzy plant. Off the top, we got to leave a stem on. So looks like going down to that one. And then on, there's my iPad sitting on there. And you on our okay, we take our top bit off here. We got the spiky leaves, and that's the one we're making here. Back here. Okay. Now this is the rest of step 4. Yeah, step 4. And this guy, a little arrow on it, and that way. Here. I may not have gotten enough flowers. I may need to do one more level. So I'm gonna hope we don't. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and it looks like you're supposed to, so I'm gonna go ahead and take another run at it. Yeah, that looks closer to the picture. There. Other one. And side on. Snap that one. Okay. That's why we got the glue. So, there's a lift in there. I think I'm gonna be able to obscure this enough where it'll be alright, but go with the old Gorilla Super Glue. Yes. If you're new here, I just like this because it's got the brush on it and it helps me not waste a tremendous amount of glue. Generous but smooth coating on there. Get you lined up again and pressure. Alright. And I think that'll get us through. Pop this on without knocking it off again. Now, this guy going into these holes here. I think that's gonna mean our super glue is gonna hold, because hopefully I'll never touch that again. And you got a front cover for our little planter. And right, I said right there, right there. All right, I got her. Probably gonna be able to see that one from the top, but not the side, or the front rather. Okay, then we got a couple of what I'm assuming are empties. Our sideways guy over here. Our standing up guy. Here. This is going to be we're looking at it from this angle, so I get to see the labels that way. Now, get on the side for the moment. Oops, I forgot to get my sticker sheet back over here where I can get a hold of it. I'll need that in a second. Uh-oh. I'm knocking things off other sheets. Okay. Let's see here. Oh. There are a couple of stools. Just that gap. Trying to be gentle but firm. That thing lined up. Okay, even on the bottom, so I should be able to. Yeah, there it goes. Just push down on those sides, but making sure I'm being, like I say, gentle but firm. Yeah, we'll put our seat on top. That should lock us all in place. Let's do it this way. Obey the laws of physics and make sure I don't try and push it through something solid. And now I got stickers for the top, is why I didn't paint those studs yellow or red. It does mean I've got to line up stickers onto something, so that's reasonably okay. Not I missed a little bit, but I think it'll be all right at this scale. Let's see. Okay, I think it's the stickers. I don't think it's me. They're obviously defective. Okay, these guys go here. That's going. All right. Now, got our sign for. Sometimes I remember to translate those with the translate. Let's see if I can find my translator. Let's see here. Picture. Japanese. Should be Japanese. Let's see here. Bottom says, I think says tasty, isn't it? Right. Or I saw don't want to. Let's see if it's. I'm not sure about the top bit. But the bottom it said tasty, isn't it? Was one of the things, so I'm thinking that might be something along those lines. Okay, so this goes here. Stud out the bottom. Go right next to our stool here. And now we get to combine our levels. Okay, so we got. Do need to put some gray on that one. I think these are going to be underneath the a building, but I'm still gonna hit them. I think. Alright, now got our sort of base in, got steps and everything. Yeah, cool, cool, cool. Okay, that concludes step 4. So on to 5. Let's build this. Stickers to go there. Alright. I don't even know what that is. It's got some ocean and stuff in it. It's decoration's what it is, I guess. Yeah, we got start to the left and the back. Need to touch that one up a little bit, I think. And I think I'm gonna do the little ones first. Noodle bowls. Yeah, let me touch that one up and see if I can get one of my white markers to work. I think I already used up the new one, so let's just get with an old one, just brighten it up a little bit. That's and I think it's going to be this side that we see. Not positive. Okay. Now I got you. Okay, so I'm going to roll these guys over because we are about to put this on top. There. Okay, I guess we're not going to see it because this goes in here. Alright. And that was all of step 5. So on to step 6 now. I'm going to pull some more pieces because it's not going to be enough, because I don't think, even if I goof this one up, I'm not going to have spend enough time on it. Okay. Okay, so There. Yeah, studs there. And get our nano tape out again. Let's add more small pieces. Open the corners and drop it in. Here. And teapot. Here, our big orange bowl. Okay, it's a stack of bowls. I see it now. A couple more bottles. Oh, upside down. Little one, big one. Alright. And that's all for 6. So, put you aside, move on to 7, which first appearance of one of our lights. And actually the last one I've got pulled because I thought this was going to take a lot longer. So, we'll take a little break after this to pull some more pieces because definitely not going to be long enough. Okay, so start with you. Start at this end, hold the front, and drop this guy out in there. Careful not to break another tab off. And it says this is the medium length wire on that light. Through the circular hole in the middle. As we pull it up, pull it until it's snug there, so I'm not going to force it beyond there. So it seems like a good place for it to end. So bring it through down to this one. And bracket to lock the wire in place. And let's go over here. Now we spin it around. And this guy go with the this one. That little step there. This guy, our slot on this end over here. Now, this guy into our slot there, hooked over the tab there. Doesn't say anything about gluing, so I'm not going to, because I imagine we're about to drop something in that's going to lock it in place, maybe. Looks like. Because we got this one left. And we are. So this goes in here, so that's going to keep that on there. It's been 15 minutes doing this. Ah, there it goes. Yeah. Okay, and that, like I said, that's going to keep that on that end from falling out, so you don't have to glue it. I was sort of wondering about that. Okay. Now we take this one, goes into these. Alright, that effect going. And that's it. We don't actually, I thought we'd add this on, but we're not yet. Where'd it go? I'm trying to see. It does eventually end up, okay, right, like this. But not for another couple of steps. Probably won't get to that tonight, even with me having to stop and go get some more pieces ready. But like I said, that's all I've got prepared for tonight, so let me grab a few more pieces and we'll keep going. Okay, upon further review, we are probably going to get this together tonight. I've looked at it and I don't think this shouldn't take that long, so I'm hopeful. Okay, so I got you that way, slant that way, rough edge that way. Okay, and the one to the studs go on either end. And the ones without the studs off the back go in the middle. And take one of our nano tapes, actually two of our nano tape medium ones, such as these guys. There, and make sure we got our angle and that matching up, and just I think that was just pure luck. Seemed to have lined up pretty good. I was not expecting it to do that well. And it says to use one of those, like I say, little pink dot things we had, but I'm going to use the old B7000 to put our cherry blossom on. Got a little, see a little X there. The dab. I can just pick up my cherry blossom, drop you down into our glue. Alright. And, oh, no, actually, I thought we were done with that. We're not. Grab our guy, and it goes into these two on the top. So, that seems like awful. Just tight fit for that. Let's see here. Okay, there. There it goes. And knock the cherry blossom over, or gravity did one. Okay. Alright, set you horizontal where that got a chance for that glue to grab on. And that was all, I think that was all for 8. Yep, that was all for 8. So 9 is another extra short one. I think even doing this we may not have a 45-minute one today. Let's see. So got another couple of mediums onto this thing. I was wondering about why they put the slots in this, because we're about to cover up all the slots. But I'm assuming there's a light behind here and it's going to sort of show through. That's what I'm hoping for anyway, because that would, I think that'll be a cool effect. Tabs down. I did do it on the right side because that's where that single tab and double tabs. And we just drop our board. They got a little bit high there, but sort of splitting the difference yet. I'll have a little bit showing the top and bottom both. Hopefully nothing will interfere with any of that. And this guy. Tab on the front and left. And that's all for step 9. So on to step 10, which is a little bit longer, but it's not that complicated. Do another awning. A couple of awnings. I'll go you angle like that. So the same thing. Got the ends with the extra stud on them. Go in first and last. So, and yeah, facing the rough side. Blank ones in the middle. I hear somebody out there roaming around. Morgan, is that you? Bridgie? Morgan? Who's out there? I think it's Morgan. She's around the corner, so I can't tell for sure. Mediums. Oh, that one didn't peel. I've tried before. I've never been able to get them to come off without the wax paper. Yeah, to install it now. It does clean up pretty easily though. That's good. Okay. Okay, that one worked. I don't remember how I did it last time that got so good, luckily in place. Yeah, that one looked pretty good too. Excellent. No cherry blossom for this one. And we're supposed to install it first, but I'm going to go ahead and make the other baby awning here. So I'm in that zone, just so it's a small. Well, I guess I should put the supports in first. Okay. These both have the studs on them. Even if I didn't. No, put it on upside down. Put on. Okay. Trying to do it by memory. It makes sense. You got to make a corner between this one and that other one, so we don't want it to face the other way. There it goes. Okay, so it goes that way. Up there and said I should put these in first, then I didn't do it twice. Now, this one. Three, right? Nope, I grabbed the wrong top. This will work better. Yeah, there we go. Matches up much nicer now. Still no other cherry blossoms on that one either. Okay, now let's see. Our first guy goes in top of this one. And here. Now, okay, go down on top of this one. There's a little spacer there, and okay. Not exactly a fun one to put the pressure on. There it goes. Alright, so I got that going. And now, get to install it. Widen you out a bit. No, that's not widening. And all the way up. Got our tabs going. So. Alright, just Like, yeah, that all came together right quick. Oh, I actually forgot. That's why I got confused. I was supposed to pull this little one. Okay, so I'm supposed to have done 2 of those. So. Okay, so the K3 one goes on here. Corner up there. And this is going to be fairly way in the back, but let me see. Actually, I've got that's an acceptable match, I think. I'm just going to try and blend that. It'll be in the shadows and stuff. I'm going to sort of let that. Looking at it, it's going to be from the front, so that's going to be, yeah, that there's a little bit showing there, but it's not, it wasn't, probably a little overkill trying to camouflage that, but all the way in. Yeah, I don't think it would have shown, but I think I'm glad it did. And then we do this guy. I'm not going to play around trying to get it to translate on this one, I don't think. Now I'm going to grab, they're both in the same piece, so F24, alright, so you, and F4, one of them. That's one I'm going to paint blue on that edge a bit. So. A couple of coats here on the brown side. So even though these things are barely visible, I'm still on a couple of coats on the exposed bit. Already dry, so I'm hit. Alright. Okay. And other way. Think your other way. Yeah, upside down though. Okay. There we go. That's the way I want it done. Yeah. You top. There we go. That's looking good, looking good. Get these eyes pulled up. Now, through here we get stickers. Just leave them flat like that. I think this is sort of the back wall of our build. So we're going to be looking down at it from this direction. A little wonky. I think I should. Oh, they didn't mark where they're supposed to go. Okay. I was just freestyling it. Okay. That's alright. Now, to bring out our platform, take our wire in the circular hole, get out of the way, and mount you right there. Trying not to get everything tangled up with the power pole there. And place to add some more pressure. Ooh, didn't like that. This. Okay. There we go. Alright, widen it out just a bit more. There's our good bit of our street scene. That's looking cool. Yeah, got the. And I think that concludes step 10, which I think, and like I said, this is going to be pulled like through there. And I guess our light is behind our little sign there, so that's going to light up our little noodle bar. Okay. Cool. I like it. Yeah, this is going to be a good. I'm still very much loving this build. I think it's nice and colorful, lots of details, lots of fun things to look at. Yeah, this is going to be a good one. I'm really getting more excited about this one. And I think I said we officially hit the 5,000 subscriber mark now. So we will definitely, once we finish this one up, we'll roll right into that big 5K project, which I'm both excited and nervous about, because I'm not sure, I haven't looked at it very much, but I know there's a lot of pieces. And it's a heavy boy. When I'm just picking it up, it weighs probably the heaviest kit I've ever bought. I think maybe not as heavy as like the Dragon Castle one was, but you can tell it's a pretty dense build. But in the meantime, that's where we're going to call it a night. Looking good, making good progress. Thanks for watching, everybody. Like, subscribe, comment, complain, share. Do whatever you want to with all that. Be good to one another. Stay safe, and I'll see you next time.